let's continue to talk about some hurtful truths for artists. And again, a reminder that music business is a business, okay? And we're gonna focus on that. So what we're gonna talk about today is that you, as an artist, should be a good business and not a bad one. So let's talk a bit about what is a good business and bad business and what is the difference. So let's have a restaurant example. A bad business, and you see this often. A bad business is like having a poor restaurant. The staff there is sad because the staff is stupid, and that's why they run a bad business. And then a good, glamorous business, crazy restaurant, and the owner is fat and happy because they're smart enough to run a good business. Okay, there you can see that. So why is this business bad? This person does everything himself. Okay, this person builds a team to help him do stuff. That's the difference. So stupid business owners, they usually just think, oh, I'm just gonna do everything myself because I'm gonna save money, and well, that's pretty much it. But they are not gonna realize that, first of all, they're probably gonna waste a lot more time. Of course, like sometimes you just don't have enough money to put the money into the give the money to other people to do the stuff for you. But that should always be the goal, and do it ASAP, as fast as you can. But like bad business owners, like let's say like at a restaurant for example, even though they have they could easily just hire someone to do something, but they still have this kind of poor people mentality, like more work, that's better if I just work more myself, and then they end up doing stuff they don't even know how to do, and they end up doing it poorly. And they do this in many areas because they think they're saving money when they're just destroying the company. And also they're wasting time because someone who knows how to do stuff would do it faster, and they could do some other stuff and So this is also really common with artists, because I think a lot of artists don't realize they are straight up a business. Of course, if you just play a guitar just once in a while as a hobby, that's you're just an artist. But if you try to make any money in it, you're a business, okay? You're basically a company. So what you want to do is to find out the stuff that you're not so good at and you don't like doing that much, and try to find someone else to do it for you. Pretty simple. If you're lucky, I talked in other video about this, you should have a team. At least try to have a team of friends. You do cool stuff with you, shoot some content outside, or they can maybe help you with some music stuff. The better it is if your friends do also some music related stuff, like taking pictures or shooting music videos or something. But of course this is about luck if you have team like that. But if you have, use it. And if you don't, you have two choices. You can hire someone to do the marketing for you, meaning as an artist there will probably be some video shooting and some of that kind of stuff, kind of marketing companies shoot ads for companies in a similar way. Or you could just pay for someone to help you and guide you, someone who knows what they do. And at this point, many artists do this because let's be real, a lot of artists don't make that much money, especially if they spend a lot of time making the music, but they just don't know anything about business. So they think that, oh well I'm not gonna pay for marketing because I could just learn it do myself. It cannot be that hard. And then they spend 5 years trying to learn it, and then they still don't even know what they're doing. So my point is, it is smart to realize when it's better to get someone to help you with what you're doing. Because often, and I see this a lot with artists, because they don't know marketing, they don't know mixing and mastering, so they think it's just some really easy thing to do and you can just learn it yourself and save some money. Well, guess what? It is possible. Of course, everything is possible. If you're good at making music, the chances are that you're not that good. It's really difficult for you to learn to do marketing or mixing and mastering. So instead, saying that I'm gonna save money and I'm gonna learn how to market, and you're gonna waste like years trying to learn this stuff, and then you might not even get to the level. Instead, you could just pay for someone to help you, to tell you what to do, and that's like one problem off your shoulders, and it's gonna save so much time and you can keep going, you know. But of course, if you're like completely broke, you don't have any money, it's impossible to do. But if you're serious about the music stuff, you will find a way to fund yourself and fund this thing, because it is a business. You cannot do it without money, like just for real. Like you have no chance of succeeding without any money. That's also another hard truth, sadly. I talked a bit about marketing, but I'm also gonna talk a bit about like mixing and mastering. Those two are usually like the things that do a big difference, do the biggest difference for your success. But artists just kind of like are like meh, like it's not a big deal, like it cannot be that difficult. A lot of artists think they know like what they're doing with mixing and mastering when they don't, and it is this kind of like I don't know. I wonder, because like art is like subjective, like is music good or not, you know. Of course, like numbers speak for themselves and that stuff, but that's separate. But with like mixing and mastering, it is also a bit subjective, but it's more technical, you know. So like it's pretty easy someone who knows what they're doing to tell that someone doesn't know what they're doing. But someone who doesn't know what they're doing, like some artists who just learn to mix and master in a couple of weeks to release their song, they think they know what they like something about it, but they really don't, you know. It is really difficult to explain to an artist the importance of mixing and mastering when they don't know anything about it. So I think like honestly, marketing is such a big thing. Mixing and mastering maybe not such a big thing, but still pretty big thing. Be able to compete with the other big songs. Like these two are like the main things you wanna get someone to help you with. There's not a chance that you can like do like this stuff alone. Like there's no chance. So what an extremely successful artist business would look like, it is that the artist is focusing on the thing they do the best, the music. Marketing people focus on the marketing stuff, and of course they work together. And engineers focus on the mixing and mastering stuff. And that's the ideal. That's when you can make the best quality and as fast as possible. Even in music, especially like when you're just like starting up, you don't need to worry about like perfecting the songs and like taking your time like Playboy Cardi or something. But you need to get music out as fast as possible. The more music, the more chance that it's gonna blow up, and the better quality it is, the more chance you have for it to blow up. So to have this system set up as efficient and good as possible is gonna make a huge difference with who succeed and who don't. So remember to do music business like a good business, not a bad, poor business. Okay? I will see you guys later.